Good day to each and everyone. We are from the University of San Carlos and we are here to present our research paper entitled A Conjoint Analysis Study on Consumer Preference Between GCash and PayMaya.
For many businesses, e-commerce is vital to remain in the public eye, making mobile wallets very relevant. Unlike previous literature, this study used Filipino preferred attributes, utilized conjoint analysis, and focused on GCash and PayMaya. Hence, this study aims to investigate the consumer's mobile wallet preferences in terms of the attributes of GCash and PayMaya. Specifically, this study aims to determine the following: the respondent's demographic and psychographic profile, the preferred mobile wallet attributes, and the comparison of GCash and PayMaya to it, whether current users and potential users show a significant difference in preference, and lastly, recommendations. This study will mainly benefit those involved with fintech, such as M-wallet providers and other stakeholders, and is limited to 6 attributes with 2 sub-attributes each, which is ranked by respondents from Central Visayas aged 20 to 39 years old.
The two main theoretical bases that are utilized in this study are the theory of random utility and the paradigm of choice process by Rao in 2014. The utility is the overall satisfaction derived from consuming a certain product that emanates from the product's attributes and not the product itself. In mobile wallets, it can be assumed that the consumers select a preferred mobile wallet that suits their various characteristics and produces the highest satisfaction among the available options. In connection, Rao's model is considered a reliable framework for identifying how consumers decide among their preferences. Initially, marketing decisions that yield information stimuli to the consumers are defined by product, price, and other factors which are absorbed distinctively along with individual variables to form unique perceptions. These perceptions then form the basis for attaining preferences translated into choices that can be flexibly modified under different choice situations. Their preference under different situations form the basis of their choices and overall market response. The most suitable methodology in confronting these types of needs is the conjoint analysis. Its main advantage is its ability to decompose product features that substantially impact the value perceived by customers. Numerous mobile wallet studies have also used this approach, as shown on the table in the slide.
Methodology. This paper is a cross-sectional research utilizing a full profile conjoint analysis wherein each profile defines a complete product or service with different combined levels of all attributes. For a stratified random sampling method, we collected data from 152 respondents, both existing and potential users of mobile wallets in Central Visayas with ages ranging from 20 to 39 years old. Prior to developing the survey questionnaires, 12 potential and current users of mobile wallets participated in a focus group discussion through Google Meet to identify the important attributes to be used in the profile formulation. Originally, the 6 attributes generated at 2 levels each, yielding 64 possible combinations. Using the SPSS, the researchers used the orthogonal design to narrow down the total number of profiles to 10 optimal ones. The data gathered from the structured conjoint questionnaires will be computed and analyzed through the SPSS software with the following statistical methods employed. First, a conjoint analysis will be run, resulting in the comprehensive presentation of utility estimates and importance levels per attribute. The attribute with the highest utility estimate and importance level will be the most important, and vice versa. The researchers use frequency and percentage distribution to analyze the respondents' demographic and psychographic profiles. It will help to identify the number of respondents, where the higher the percentage indicated, the higher the respondents' population is. Means and standard deviations will also be applied to describe continuous data like Likert scale responses. And lastly, a 2-sample t-test was also used to determine whether there is a significant difference between the preferences of current and potential mobile wallet users.
Next, we have our results and discussions. So in terms of our descriptive statistics on the demographic and psychographic profile of the respondents, they are commonly female college undergraduate students within the age range of 20 to 29 years old and with an income bracket lower than 10,000 pesos. and a significant portion is identified to be users of mobile wallets for at least once a month or less for school or work purposes. Seeing as to how most of the respondents are highly literate young adults, we can also say that they are already acquainted with the functionalities of a mobile wallet as well as internet usage. Moving on to the results and discussions of our conjoint analysis, our study identified 6 mobile wallet attributes which are classified into 3 main categories: security, fund transfers, and payments. The table you see shows the calculated utility scores for the different mobile wallet attributes. Regarding security, the respondents still prefer the traditional PIN-based authentication method since they are more familiar with how it works and how it handles a lesser amount of their personal information than the relatively new biometric system. Respondents are also inclined to use mobile wallets that accept primary and secondary IDs to verify their identity, suggesting that most respondents are without primarily acceptable government-issued IDs to validate their identity and use the platform's full features. Concerning fund transfers, banks are the respondents' preferred channel for making transactions rather than on other top-up outlets like 7-Eleven kiosks and remittance centers. This is because many consumers already have a high level of trust in banks, considering the confidentiality of their personal information. They are also willing to pay corresponding service fees for their day-to-day transactions as they perceive the fees to be necessary compensation for the services they have availed or as rendered by the mobile wallets. Instead of utility providers, they also opted to make payments using mobile wallets for other payment stores like schools, insurance companies, merchant stores, among others. Most products and services that these stores and institutions provide are all-encompassing, while utilities are limited to at most 4 necessities: internet, water, electricity, and telecommunications. This study's respondents also chose mobile wallets that reflect payments within a day or more because for them, the convenience provided by mobile wallets is more important than its speed. The next table presented shows the different importance values computed for the various mobile wallet attributes, with the highest importance value of 18.525, the most important attribute that the respondents consider when selecting their preferred mobile wallet is the verification process. Meanwhile, the least important, with only 14.475 importance value, is the money transfer charges. Considering the financial landscape in the Philippines, the verification attribute is needlessly the priority for most of the Filipino population. Consequently, fees imposed during mobile wallet transactions do not substantially impact consumers' preferences since they perceive this to be necessary. In the following table, it shows that the most preferred mobile wallet profile with the highest total utility value is Mobile Wallet Profile A. It has been inferred that GCash possesses most of the consumer's preferred attributes. 5 of the 6 were present in both GCash and PayMaya, where they only vary in the payment reflection speed attribute. Despite having nearly identical attribute offerings, PayMaya is more favorable in the verification attribute since it accepts school IDs as a primary verification document, whereas GCash does not. It greatly impacts the consumer's preference because the larger share of responses comes from students with generally no primary IDs yet. In terms of payment reflection speed, GCash overpowers PayMaya since the latter does it in real time, which the consumers surprisingly least prefer. In cases of similarities, both PayMaya and GCash have numerous diverse bill payment partners and cash-in, cash-out outlets. But again, GCash has more partners than PayMaya, so it overshadows PayMaya in this aspect as well. The t-test resulted in 9 of the 10 possible relationships fully rejecting the null hypothesis, while the remaining relationship partially rejected it. Hence, it accepts the alternative hypothesis that there is a significant difference between the preferences of mobile wallet users and the non-users in the Philippines. Concurrently, a separate conjoint analysis for existing and potential users was also performed to identify which attributes the two groups vary with in their respective choices. The differences between the two groups were noted in their preference for authentication methods and payment reflection speeds. Additionally, they also had their disparities in terms of their respondents' importance values. For potential users, money transfer charges are the least important attribute to consider, while it is the payment reflection speed for existing users.
With the aforementioned results and its associated discussions, the researchers hereby recommended the following. Future researchers may focus on other aspects of mobile wallets not mentioned in the study. The government can focus on lobbying policies easing the consumer's application on all financial platforms. Manufacturers can create affordable devices that meet the system requirements of the M-Wallet application. Mobile wallet companies could provide additional value-adding features that appeal to low-income people. Albeit wide coverage of the study was still subject to some limitations. These are, first, sample profiles likely belong to a set of people who were frequently online. Second, sample is mostly made up of Cebu-based respondents, so it may significantly influence the overall results. Third, ranking a set of 10 profiles may lead to choice fatigue. And lastly, only 6 attributes were included in the study, so other relevant attributes may also be included as future research direction.
I believe that marks the end of our presentation. For further concerns, you may contact the email flashed on your screens. Once again, thank you very much and have a good day.